the Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Tennessee Volunteers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game he understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Vols will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice. They're dealing with a second and long. The give is to Williams. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. Touchdown Volunteers! Stealing a score on special teams. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. The give is to Williams. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
they make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. But at second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Now here's Carr. Caught. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll go to the counter. Could be an alley. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Finds his man on the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams. Both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
They're going to ride this running back, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. comes onto the field ready to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This guy has just been Johnny on the spot. Last week he had 2 fumble recoveries, and here he is again in this game, locating the ball after it comes loose and hopping on it for his defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Hauls it in. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How much confidence do you have in your quarterback? You're going to have to throw this in the end zone to try and generate a touchdown on 4th down. It's still relatively early in the game. It's still relatively close. How aggressive can you be with your signal clock?
Dead center perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside, it's Mobley. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. The give is to Williams. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese, the bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. I think they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Slings it downfield. On target to the left. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the red zone, it's Mobley. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Bringing the heat. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
Fourth down, Carr. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Firing to the right, complete. Gets away from one, finds room. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled.
Makes a grab and room to run. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back.
Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown ball. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's Young. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll line up for a second down play. Defense in press coverage. Pulls and fires complete. Snags it and he's open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Running inside, it's Williams. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to him, and that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Above the noise. Takes the easy completion. Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to adjust the pattern. The run inside. It's Bishop. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They'll go to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Seminoles looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Ran through the contact. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
Well, he was flushed out to the right side, tried to make something happen off schedule, just couldn't keep the receiver inbounds on the catch, so we've got an incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And he had just enough to will that one home. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And after that last field goal, they start this 3rd quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Play action, Carr. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. is Carr. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Offense working from the pistol. Holds and fires complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Play fake, Carr. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the whole corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. The give is to Williams. He breaks a tackle. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pressure coming, and he never had a chance.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
pick up on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The offense changing the play. Using his legs, it's Gordon. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll give it to him again. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
It's hard to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Might have a chance. They'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Making side adjustments here. Looking for space. It's Gordon. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the Moorhead trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on their defense. It's not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The snap sets up to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Here's Carr to throw. Completes the shuffle pass. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Sends it back in motion. C.J. Carr firing again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Throws for the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Looking deep. Complete out of the backfield. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Irish use their third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
The Vols will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Carr. Here's a throw downfield late. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Scanning the field, it's Carr. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted deep in his own end. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways